Welcome to Perth, Dr. ASEEM MALHOTRA. How are you liking it so far?
It's been a wonderful trip, to be honest. Packed out audience in the convention center, 2,500 people almost the other day. My second meeting with Australian politicians, this time in the Western State Parliament, having already been to Canberra. And I think that people are waking up to the truth of the fact that we have been deceived by corporate tyrannical forces, in this case Big Pharma, around the mRNA vaccines, and they need to be suspended. The harms are common, they are serious. The benefits are close to negligible. And reanalysis of the original trials that led to the approval in the first place suggests they probably should never have been administered to a single human in the first place.
And in terms of people, once they see this information, what would you say would give them words of courage to perhaps try and make a change? You know, because a lot of people were perhaps willfully blind, but now see the information. How do you feel they can turn the page and be a force for change?
Well, I think that people have to realize that if they're not part of the solution, there will be no solution. And we are then part of the problem. So it is actually in our hands. It can't be left to anybody else. If you're aware, you're awake, you must act on it. And even if that means having a conversation with a colleague at work or a friend or a relative to tell them that what has actually happened, that it's so horrific, probably in the, certainly we've seen nothing like this in the 21st century, as a huge population health mistake, then that's a beginning for making the changes that we need to see.
And do you feel we should be standing behind a political solution, perhaps?
Well, we have to have a political solution because ultimately it's unjust, unscientific, undemocratic laws that have allowed this to occur in the first place. And therefore the root cause solution has to involve changing the law. Otherwise, this is going to keep carrying on and Big Pharma are going to be getting away with harming people for the purpose of profit for years to come.
Dr. ASEEM MALHOTRA, thank you.
Dr. Malhotra, we want to welcome you to the West Australian Parliament. It's a real privilege to have you here this evening.
Honoured to be here, thank you.
I've got a couple of parliamentary colleagues that are also joining us this evening. Dr. Brian Walker.
Brian, lovely to meet you.
And also the Honourable Sophia Marmont.
Lovely to meet you, Sophia.
Let's go inside and have a chat.
Let's do it.